You started. Okay. I'm Serena, and this is Kelsey. Real loud. And
Hi, Serena. Hi,
we're gonna tell you about our idea of a world without money. First, we're gonna start off by telling a little story of how we got here. Okay. So we were sitting. Yeah, go ahead. So we were sitting in our backyard, and we were talking about. My mom was talking about all the different places on her list that she wanted to go around the world. Yeah. So anyway, then we were talking about going to Spain next year for our birthday. And so my dad was like, "Well, we can't go all these places. We have to wait." Then I said, money doesn't just grow on trees. You can't get money everywhere. So then Kelsey said, what about a world without money? And everybody paused, and then my dad was like, well, how would that work? So my sister explained that if you have a job that helps the world in some way, you get like a free pass. Like you don't get money, but you get a certain amount of places you can go in a month from your job, or a certain amount of food you can get from your grocery store for a month without having to deal with money. And this amount of food and places you can go and all the things that are necessary for you to survive will make you survive and make sure that you live for that time. Yeah, so we thought we're gonna get started. So, we thought that you need to have some proof that you have a certain job that helps the world. So we came up with the idea of a little card that will have the amount that you can get, kind of acting as so here's what we came up with. So we decided that we want to see what you guys can come up with, so we can improve what we have. Maybe you guys have some better ideas. Maybe we can improve the formations. Are you gonna talk about the questions? No, right, not yet.
Is this for business card?
What?
Business card?
This card, you can either do this or you can do whatever you want onto this card, what you think would be important for this idea of a world without So I'm going to do one too.
put my name or do I make up a name?
You can do whatever you want. It's just an example of what you think might work, like an idea.
Is that signature?
Yeah, yeah. You can put it down, and just everybody about ready.
What's the date today?
What's the date?
Yeah, 27? 28.
You want us to share ideas?
Yeah.
Is it 28 today?
I don't know.
28.
Yeah.
28.
Tomorrow's the
Okay.
29th.
So I'm gonna have my dad start.
So I had a couple ideas for you on the card. One, I felt like it could be more electronic these days, and we probably don't even need date of birth and signature. I'm not sure why that matters. Maybe use like a thumb or facial recognition. But in addition to job, it'd be interesting to capture ideas contributed to the greater good, compliments that you give or receive for your work, and then good deeds that you might have done.
So
That
like
in addition to the job that you do.
Yeah, so in this device or so, it would have a bunch of things you've received and compliments and things you've done to help the world. Just
Yeah.
little small things.
In addition to like your core contribution.
Okay. So what are you? So,
I just thought you'd need some sort of QR code or magnetic strip or something.
Yeah.
Just to,
Ben, are you ready?
I think so. I've done it right. I drew a male and female because the person who helps make a world without money could be male or female, or any gender they choose. They would be a maker and a grower, so you could make things and grow things, and you could swap and trade and share. You grow too many tomatoes, you swap with someone who has too much broccoli, or you can make someone a table and they can make you a chair. The date of birth, I put mine, but then I put tomorrow's date because these people could be born tomorrow, so future generations. And the signature, I drew Prince's love symbol because he is quite a good balance of masculine and feminine, which is what we need in the world.
So you can have a more creative signature than just scribble.
Yeah, rather than just mine.
Like
So
glyph, yeah.
it's a symbol of
Yeah,
equality of
it's a symbol.
people.
So like, did you have any idea? Do you think it could be electronic, or do you think it should be like paper?
The card, you mean?
Yeah.
I think a card is still nice. I think you need digital, but you also need tactile. I can put it in my pocket. I can wake up one day and find it in my pocket. So I think both is good. I think digital is very good because it saves paper, but something you can touch made of wood or anything, a leaf, you could draw on a leaf. I think tactile and electronic is good. You can't.
Okay. What do you think?
So, I think it's a chip that gets implanted in us that actually monitors our physical response to situations. So when our intentions are good and they're going in the positive direction, like you're doing things for the right reason, then you start building up collateral. So it's actually, I'm seeing this as an app or a watch or something that just monitors your progress. So there's a baseline, and as long as you're above the baseline, you're accumulating collateral, and then you have more options to be able to do more things. And then I thought with travel, it would be cool if travel was mandatory to each continent. So every year you have the 9 places that you have to go visit,
For
which
your
is
job and just
no, just for your development as a person. So it actually encourages, the more positive you are, the more collateral you build, and you're required to share that as part of the deal. It's just mandatory. Like, you have to travel.
You have
So
somewhere.
would it be on a device? Because it
You can
still
monitor
needs-
it, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Needs to be able to move. It's on paper.
You said a chip,
Yeah, so the device is actually an implant.
implanted chip.
But how would you see it? Like, see how much?
Well, that would be on a. It could be a card. It could be some little, but it would have to be a tablet. That's why I was thinking an app would be really cool. In this day and age, it would be an app, at least. But a couple of years from now, it might just be. You can hit the push on your temple, and you can see in your little heads-up display what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, this card, you, so the future, I listened to you guys, and I would like to see a card where we can use the colours of Mother Nature and your favourite animal or your favourite tree or your favourite, something that's favourite out there. So maybe this could be the koala family or the koala totem card. And they then have the opportunity to go to these certain parts of the world to go and see their relatives, because all koalas are bears. So why would we deprive them to stay in Australia but they can go and see the panda bear? And if you're a part of that identity card, I like the idea of an app system where you get to monitor how you're spending your time across the world. I would have a profile photo like this, but the profile photo is a combination of, say, me and I love dolphins. I'm a dolphin kind of guy. So that would be my total name. A combination of me as a human being and the animal next to me. And the dolphin can barter trade with the fish, because the fish give their life for the dolphin to sustain itself. And then what gives the fish, or what gives life to the fish? You know what I mean? So all these little cycles of life, those little small fish, they give up their existence to feed another fish. And therefore, that fish then ends up on our plate at some stage or another.
So you're saying almost it shouldn't be just humans. It's almost take the idea to the
That's it's everything that makes up the
Each,
life.
like, family.
Yes,
Being
dolphin
different
family,
and-
turtle family, kookaburra family.
And then everybody would be connected to the people who provide them food would provide them food in real life.
Yep. If we could bring in the beautiful things that are in our world, then we've got more of a protective attitude on caring for them. Or trees, that beautiful particular tree, that's part of me and my family. And if we're gonna cut it down, how are we gonna then benefit as people? Okay, let's give it to the fish people, and let's build traps for them to make sure that they're sustainable, or something along those lines, where we can bring in Mother Nature a lot more respectfully. Because that's how it was for me in my old time. When we were born, we were given a skin name, a totem name, and that's who you look after.
And they would, you would look after that area, right? So it
And we would look
it
after
doesn't
that
run
area.
out. It doesn't run out of that
It
particular
doesn't,
fish
yeah,
or tree.
it then becomes like a garden that you plant and you add water to every day.
Yeah.
So we would all have our little totems and look after the next totem up or those around us that
Yeah.
might be in our ecosystem.
Yeah. Thank you.
When I was thinking about this concept, something I was trying to figure out how to incorporate in there is your networking. I feel like when you travel, you not only are going yourself, but you're also bringing with you ideas and things you've learned from other people. And it's more than that one person. It's people they can also talk to if they need an idea. So I was trying to figure out how to somehow in this chip have the network or your family or something also incorporated in there. So it's not just about one person, it's about the community that you're bringing all of those ideas and expertise. That's as far as I got.
If I can add to mine, because we were talking about this symbol, a tattoo. If you're writing up
Yeah.
Yeah.
some maybe, I'm not into an implant on my body, but I'll take a tattoo on my body.
So I was thinking about a world with no money. You'd have to set up an internet program and then exchange points on your resources and knowledge. And so it would be on a point system where, say if you had some fish, it might be worth 20 points, but somebody else, so it's like a bartering system, but it's done with the internet. So people could not use money anymore, they just use the point system. Yeah, but it can be done on a card and you can collect your points and you can zip it into places and go and purchase food by just going like that because you've got points, lots of points because you've given lots of things. So yeah, so even if you were doing counselling or something, you could just go, well that's worth 300 points, and so you can buy all your food like that with a card.
So if I do a good deed,
If you do a good deed, you might get to go to a national park because, you know, like you've done the right thing by the nature and everything, and so you get to go in there with your points. Whereas if you don't do a good deed, maybe you can't go to those places. Good deeds could get you more points if you gave them all. Yeah, but I don't know how they monitor the good deeds. I don't know how they do that, but we can work out a
I
way.
think that gets to our questions.
The tattoo is actually way better than the implant because it's a QR code at that point.
A scanning thing.
Yeah. So you pop in. I'm gonna do this
It could be koala shaped.
because everything's gonna be captured anyway.
Kelsey, it's Kelsey. Kelsey, can you just write up there ROAK?
what's
The
that?
letters ROAK. Oh, sorry, RAOK.
Oh,
Sorry. Which stands for Random Acts of Kindness,
Yes, how do we work out those, how we,
which speaks to what I heard from you, what I heard from you, what I heard from everybody.
And it talks about that measurement you talked about. How do you
Yeah.
maybe measure the
how do you measure
Yeah,
those?
ROAC. Oh, yeah. RAOK.
So
Random
if
act of
somebody is seen to be doing a good deed, how do they measure that?
and
Which,
encourage
hang on
other
a
people
second,
to
we've
do the
got these
same.
guys doing questions right now.
Yeah, we're react, sorry. go
Yeah, sorry.
So-
Three questions.
this brings us to our questions. So you're gonna answer some questions, and from all these ideas you did, like from listening. So, gonna give you.
Thank you.
And nice use of the paper. Photo paper.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna use the back of my card.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is my first random act of kindness. I'm You're gonna waste one little piece of paper.
We want you guys to answer these questions because if there aren't just all these good things, but there's are gonna be pros and cons to the idea of a world with no money. So if you have some pros and cons, you can also write them down on your sheet of paper. But we just want to know what your ideas are. Like, if you think this is a bad idea, then you should write that so that we could change it.
Should we answer all three of those questions?
You can pick which ones you want to answer.
Put them to work. I always think facilitation is the first participant's job easier.
Who is that man?
Give me some buns.
Can I get a Pepsi?
Hey, Nick.
Bring me one of them breakfast bars. Would you?
You're doing a really good job.
I've only just really stopped playing that, so got over it.
You got your set days, Beth.
Yes.
Okay, is everybody about ready?
About ready now.
Okay, and by the way, tell me if I missed anything here because we're gonna review at the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She said it's small. It's hard to read.
Okay.
I mean, I can read it, but I have to really focus on it.
Okay. You don't have to. Okay. So, does anybody want to share their ideas on what improvements and what all our ideas have created and stuff? Like, these are all some pros and cons of what.
I'd like to answer the first question. Do you think that this idea would lower the stress levels for money? Well, I think it would lower the stress levels because I think people would communicate more with each other, and so their relationships would be better with each other. They wouldn't be worried so much about working and stuff like that, so they'd just be exchanging all the time. I mean, some people might have to work to do the program. It wouldn't be everybody. They would share that too. So yeah, I think it would help. Yeah.
Anybody else want to answer any of these questions?
I think mine falls into the challenges. What challenges or obstacles could stop the idea from happening? I'm not very good at following instructions, so my answers always come from different angles, but I have ideas for you. So I've written people with disabilities are included and assisted in this system. So like a buddy system maybe, because they're going to need help. And it kind of tacks onto the next one I've written, which is making sure that non-physical or visible, etc. actions and services are represented and acknowledged as well, not just is a piece of fruit, like you can actually physically hold it. I said counselling. So counselling, listening and talking, like healing is a huge service to people that's important, and the kind of system you talked about. Because you need, if you're getting credits for growing food versus listening and counselling. So healing is a huge thing. Music and ephemeral artwork. So not an artwork could be physical, a painting or a sculpture, but the ephemeral artworks that don't last long, that are really important and make people happy and bring people together at a festival. Hugs, those kind of things that that are easy. That people's abilities are different. So just taking into account all of those things.
For different people, there would be like different things they could do to get more points or tracks, whatever we are talking about here. Because people have different abilities, like you were saying, so they may not be able to.
Yeah, like the person who can't see might be a really amazing singer. That's all these great things.
But you could work out a way of monitoring that, I think. You could actually, you could assess people. You could go into assessing what their qualifications are.
The challenge I wrote down is how do you make the list of jobs and deeds and ideas? How do you create that initial kind of list of stuff? And that's, I think, the biggest challenge.
How much are they worth? Points, maybe.
Yeah.
Per hour.
Yeah.
I had a challenge. A lot of people are really greedy, and people don't want to give up what they think. Oh, I can do this, and I can make more, and I can get more. People are really resistant to change, and it would have to be mandatory. This is like, this is the way it's going to be.
Sounds like somebody just
Orwellian at that point. Yeah.
Well, I thought if you made everybody go and see countries that were less fortunate than themselves, and they could actually see for themselves that some people live in really bad conditions, maybe that would make them want to help.
So you're saying that like if you made everybody go, not for free, but like somehow go, like
Kind of
for
his
just
idea.
In service, yeah, mandatory
Yeah.
His
travel.
idea was, you would have in his car.
yeah.
And the one thing I want to add to what Lisa just said, where is it? I didn't mention it on the card. On the back of it, I wrote this. If you know where your family are from, then you should be allowed to see where your family grew up. So, for instance, how that sounds is, if my great-great-grandmother was born in America, or in Africa, or in Papua New Guinea, or wherever it is around the world, I should be allowed to go and see where that great-great-grandmother created her life so that I could have mine without the money. And how I do that is go to the RAOC system, the Random Acts of Kindness, and go to these places that are less fortunate, like Lisa just said, and see what life is like there. And then I would happily give as a human being 100 or 1,000 points if I have it in my card to give, so that the people in Africa or Central Australia or wherever will be able to go to the supermarket and get things that they generally need to survive with, or yeah.
That's so cool, because that actually helps solve your challenge, because all of your points only come from other people.
Yeah, and then
You're
that,
just-
that would move people into giving hugs more regularly, and then the person who because I see it on YouTube and Facebook groups. There's a particular person that stands with a card and it says hug me. So if you're walking past and then all of a sudden you decide to go and give that person a hug, you should get points for going up
That's where that
and giving that random.
watch is going to help, isn't it? Because they just give you them.
Yes,
Yep.
yes,
It would
You get
create
10
the
points
world
to hug.
more kind if
Yeah.
I
yes,
Well,
Kel.
the flip side of that is that the free hugs on the street, that person is actually helping people in Australia maybe don't have access to hugs.
Yes.
And they share stories of people having horrible, like many breakdowns because they don't have anyone that hugs them. The person on the street giving the free hug,
Yeah.
they should be racking up credits.
Yeah.
They're doing
Yeah.
a service to the community.
Yep.
That's they won't receive.
Yeah.
But they will have to be monitored too, that they're not just pretending to be
This
giving
is one of the best workshops you
They
see.
have to
Yeah.
have monitors in place.
Yeah, well,
That's the
maybe
truth.
a buddy system.
Yeah.
So someone's keeping track of
10
each
points.
other. Maybe they can be buddied up.
I also think that, like what you were saying, it would help people like care about others. Like they're not just focusing on earning that money, they're focusing on helping others. And even if in the beginning somebody's just like hugging somebody just to get points or doing something kind just to get points, they'll realize that it actually feels really good inside.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I'm doing
Yep.
something for someone else.
Yes.
They might get sick of being the hugging person and want to do something else.
So
Yeah.
go get another job, yeah.
Get points another way.
Okay, so anyways, we would like to think of some of the pros and cons of this idea.
So I think one pro I think I'm hearing is just a more positive interactions, more positivity versus greed.
If we get everyone for one, yeah, so combating greedy people, helping greedy people come into this system.
And crimes.
Yeah, crime will probably go
Because the people who create crimes and aren't nice to other people, like, they'll realize that they can't even live.
They lose points. Yeah. They're constantly being.
I can't do this anymore.
Like,
There's no money.
Yeah.
no money. I'm not just
Crime doesn't pay. Crime doesn't pay.
There's nothing really to steal anymore. You can't steal money anymore.
Maybe would be less pro would be less crimes or less crime.
They can't sell the product that they're stealing. They can't do anything with it. So
Yeah, like, what's the point? Because if you're good, you can get it for free. If you're good to those crimes.
And the hugging, you don't want to commit a crime against someone that you just hug with.
Pickpocket. Yeah. How you doing?
Lisa and Ben's
I got a
ideas,
Safeway card.
One pro connected to their ideas was building empathy for others.
Yep.
Exponential.
Their contributions made me think about.
I think your ideas was it builds community and living systems into the system, into the process, whereas our current system is only about human beings.
Yeah.
So it includes communities, animals, all living systems.
Yep.
Which is returning to more of a farm-like. Like when I was growing up, that's the way it was. We all, we're gonna go help out the Stephensons because they're gonna come and help us bale hay. You know,
Yeah.
you need to go sort some hogs.
And it's also kind of like a trade. It's something that they don't need, they can pass on, but something that the other person doesn't need, they can pass on. So you need to be constant. And even if you do pass something on as an act of kindness, you would get points for just doing that.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't know if there's any cons. Can anyone think of a con?
Make it happen.
I know.
What's a con?
Violent revolt.
You have a con?
Well, one challenge I
Okay.
thought of was that sometimes really good ideas take a long time to generate the wealth or come to fruition. And so it might take decades for some of these good deeds to actually bloom.
I agree.
take a long
So we'll go down before we go up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plateau out.
Or just have it slowly, money just starts slowly disappearing. And as the other form of collateral slowly raises. So over that decade, you still have enough to live,
Because they've got
still
no
work.
points. What about the very naughty people? They might not get any points. So
They
then
wouldn't
how
at
do they?
first.
How do they sustain?
That's the whole point. Like they wouldn't at first.
Yeah,
wouldn't
they
say-
have to start learning.
They would have to start learning, and that would create less crime,
Yeah.
and that would.
They have to start working and doing things and not being lazy, and then
Yeah.
stop the crime.
They have
and
to
be
go
nice.
into the good deed system.
Yeah. Because
Instead of jail, you'd go to this amazing place where
Yes.
they taught you
teach.
good deeds, good deeds,
Build
good
up,
deeds.
build up
Yes.
And they
points.
give you them, and you realize.
That sounds like brainwashing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Reprogramming.
Yeah.
That's only slightly less aggressive.
It is true because people people in jail possibly have just missed out on a lot of things that we take for granted. That we grew up with. We got love and attention, and maybe they didn't. So the learning education system instead of prisons is a great idea.
Yeah. Behaviors are all learned. Almost all of our behaviors are.
Yeah, and they learned the wrong ones.
Exactly. There's
Another thing to think about is about people that suffer from mental illness and when they're sick. So how would we have a system to support people that are ill in some way?
Wow.
That's just something to consider.
George Carlin has a really good bit on that.
I think I've seen that.
They take the state of Kansas. Build a big fence around it.
Solution to that.
This is actually a
So
possibility.
we always do that.
To good deed jail. I like
Good
that.
deed.
Good deed jail. Just got out of good deed jail. Reformed good deed jailer.
Well, you want to close it out, Kelsey?
Well, thank you, and I think that we have created more ideas than I have ever thought of with more people.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Thank you very, very much.
You like our ideas?
If anybody wants to keep any
Shall I
of
ask a
these
favour of these two young girls?
things, yeah.
Can you please keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah, it's
We need
perfect.
you. Our planet needs your beautiful hearts. That's my one. Thank you. Yeah.
Great, that's right.
Yes, no, you can keep it. Be very good for your research. There you go.